What are you going to do with all that wine? A number of you have let me know that you're buying and drinking more wine more frequently and have found that you're stashing it in different places throughout the entire house. A small wine rack in the kitchen, several bottles in the pantry, maybe a small rack in the family room, a bottle or two under the couch, and my favorite is even a bottle or two under your bed for quick and easy access. You've got your wine everywhere and are coming to the realization that it's time to get organized and get it all in one spot. The first step in getting organized is selecting a wine storage area. That's what we're going to look at in this video. We're going to look at the 6 elements of wine storage, the things you need to consider when planning to store your wine. Folks, if any time you like what you hear, click like or click subscribe or hit the little bell so that you'll be notified when there's a new post. Okay, the 6 elements of wine storage are location, odors, temperature, humidity, darkness, and vibrations. Putting together your wine storage or wine cellar can get pretty involved. So if you're not handy, you'll need to connect with a professional who can help you negotiate this minefield. I address this in more detail in my video, Building a Wine Cellar. You ought to really check that video out. Regardless, whether you're dealing with a dozen or 2 bottles or 2,400 bottles, you have to find or create a space for your wine. This leads us to the 6 elements of wine storage. There's a saying in real estate, the 3 most important factors in buying real estate are location, location, and location. The same thing holds true in selecting a wine storage area. Location is key. That's our first element, location. The other 5 elements are built around this one. When choosing the location to store your wine, focus on a windowless area, a climate-controlled area in your basement, attic, an area in your garage, an interior closet, or extra room. Anywhere that's climate-controlled can be a good choice. The second thing is odors. If you're storing your wine for any extended period of time, be wary of any location in your home that are close to pungent aromas. Typically what happens is air will make its way back into the wine through the cork. The molecules that make up the odor can and will get into your wine over a period of time. Certain odors are fairly benign, but odors to look out for include solvents like fresh paint, cleaning solution, chemical compounds, gasoline, or even aromatic food products like onion and garlic. The better the area is ventilated around your wine space, the fewer odors will linger, thus the better your wine will be. Now, I'm not talking about having a fan blowing in the area. I'm talking about just a general circulation of air. So, to name just a couple of places you don't want your wine storage to be would include next to the aromas of your kitchen, fumes in your garage or workshop, or your laundry area or laundry room. The third element is temperature. This isn't an exact science. Generally speaking, you want to maintain a temperature of between 45 and 65 degrees Fahrenheit. Around 59 to 60 degrees is great. 60 to 64 degrees is good as long as you're opening your wine within a few years of the release date. Any longer and you want the temperature to be lower, around 55 to 58 degrees. The most important thing when it comes to temperature is consistency is king. Now, don't sweat minor deviations like several degrees. You just don't want big and frequent temperature swings in your storage area. Now, if you have a basement, your basement is a good spot for your wine. The natural temperature in a dugout in-ground basement ranges from 56 to 64 degrees, and it remains pretty constant throughout the year. Also, the closer to the wall your wine is stored, the more consistent the temperature will be, and a location in the corner of the basement is the most consistent. It may be obvious to some people, but it still needs to be said. Don't put your wine storage next to the furnace. How are you doing there? Is this information making sense? If it is, just write ASTI in the comments below. The fourth element on the list is humidity. Unless you live in a desert, this isn't that big a deal. You're looking for a humidity level anywhere between 50 and 80%. A controlled environment is ideal. 60% is a really good humidity level. Too dry, 45 to 50% humidity, is good to minimize mold in the house, but this level could dry out the cork and affect the taste of your wine. So if you're storing your wine in a dry climate without any way of controlling humidity, keep a small pan of water in your storage area. At the other end of the spectrum, too moist or damp can promote mold. With a proper seal on the bottle, moisture won't hurt the wine, but it could possibly damage the label. The fifth thing is darkness. Do not store your wine close to a window. Sunlight can actually be a problem. It can raise the temperature in the room and spoil the wine. Also, the ultraviolet rays can have a negative effect on the taste of your wine. In addition to that, it can fade your labels. And when you're not with your wine, turn off the lights. The sixth element is vibrations. Keep your wine out of the main traffic flow or activity of the house. You want to keep it away from under the stairway, kitchen appliances, washer and dryer, TV, entertainment centers, and kids' play areas. Now, most of us are not laying down our wines long enough for vibrations to make that big of a difference. We're drinking our wine within 2 to 4 years of the vintage date. So unless you live above a train station or are hosting rock concerts on a regular basis, vibrations are unlikely to be a problem for your short-term storage. But still, it's a good idea to keep it away from the main flow of traffic. Well, now that you know the 6 elements, you can go scope out an area in your house that meets the criteria and go with it. But don't sweat it. If you don't have a place that meets all these criteria, do the best you can. You may need to invest in creating that space or invest in a refrigeration unit. Remember, if you don't have a basement, then perhaps there's a little used closet or other vacant storage area that could be repurposed. Or depending on how into wine you're getting, you can always ship one of the kids off to a neighbor's house and convert their room. I'm just saying. Well, there you have it. The 6 elements of a wine storage area. Remember, my other video may prove to be helpful. Building a wine cellar or wine storage area. If you enjoyed this video and it was helpful to you, let me know in the comments below. Make sure you subscribe for new videos that come out every single week and give it a like if you liked it. If there's someone you know that's interested in wine, make sure you share this video with them. I really would appreciate it. And ring the bell to be notified when I post other videos. Folks, I'm here to help and serve you as we learn more about wine together. I look forward to you joining me on Facebook at Asti Wine Consultants, Instagram at Asti Wine Consultants. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. And if you're looking for some wonderful wines, check out my website, www.astiwines.com.